There was a young woman who came to us after leaving a detoxification program. She came into our women's center, and we quickly found out that she was, in her mind, different from other people, in that she had a privileged experience. And we see folks from all walks of life. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from. But this woman did have a unique story to share, in that growing up, she was, your cheerleader, your popular girl. She was never bullied. She was never a victim of violence or abuse. She was someone who, as a cheerleader and homecoming queen at her school, became addicted to prescription pain medication. She had an injury, sports injury, in high school, began abusing her medication, and within 3 years became addicted and was injecting heroin. So I met her in the context of her detoxification program, discovered this history, and was really hopeful that she would carry on. And then, we fast forward to about 6 months later, I see her completing an IOP program, an intensive outpatient program, and that was because she had moved from detox to a residential program at Meridian. She engaged at our women's center, really did a lot of good work in understanding shame, understanding who her real self was, that the outside people saw this happy-go-lucky cheerleader and homecoming queen, but on the inside she was a feeling person. She had a lot of negative identity issues with herself and needed to work on those, and she did there. So she progressed to stepping down to a partial hospitalization or day treatment program is what we call it, where she goes 5 days a week and lives in her home environment, transitioned out to the intensive outpatient program and aftercare. And here we are 3 years later. I'm hearing from clients and our staff in our residential program that she's picking up clients and she's taking them to meetings when they have passes. She's involved with our residents in housing and making sure that they have access to meetings. She is tightly enmeshed in the fellowship of her recovery, and people really enjoy her. And I think she has found esteem in being a person that can help other people find their way too. People come to us in a variety of conditions, and that determines their level of care, what program they end up in. And some programs are more education, so to say like 60% education, 40% insight increasing and awareness building, whereas others may be 90% education and 10% insight building. And it's based on how unwell the person is, or what might be going on in their lives and what their supports are. Somebody who is not aware that they have a problem and they're coming to us because their family members are telling them they need to be there. If I sat there and I tried to open up wounds and try to explore with them the root cause of their addiction when they don't even realize they have one, it'd be a bad spot. So that person's going to end up in more education, more time spent looking at what their relationship is with the substance and what they do and do not like about it. And then we can get to a point where there's trust and there's time that they might be willing to explore those root causes. Whereas there's some other folks who might come to us and they're going, please help me. I know I have a problem with this substance. My life is in shambles. I need someone to help me now. That's somebody who the education may be less and the supports and the insight building is ready and able to happen. You have to tailor it to the individual and what their awareness is, what their needs are, and what their willingness is.